Hello guys, in this video I will talk about AMD. I will show you some examples of using it. I will explain why it works and how candles are formed. I'll show you a lot of chart examples and traits, so stick to the end. Even if you don't understand it at first, it's not that hard, not that deep. And yeah, so let's start. What AMD stands for is accumulation, manipulation, distribution. And then I drew engulfing pattern, 2 candles, and I will show you why this is AMD basically and how you can use it on the charts on the daily basis. It forms like every day on all time frames basically, because it's just how the charts are formed. So the first candle is like a small candle ranging part, so this is the accumulation. If we went to like a lower time frame, we would see basically this inside this candle. Then we have another candle. We open, sweep this low, and this is the manipulation. So this is the bottom wick between the open and the low. And then after manipulating, sweeping this low, we create the body and also the high. And then below the high we close. So between high and close we have the top wick, and the body is the distribution. So even if you not understand it right now, I will show you examples right now. So the first example will be on DAX. I sent this to my Telegram, which is free. I drew the AMD, didn't really explain it back then, but I will explain it right now. You have the accumulation. I anticipated DAX going up. I set the limit order at the OTE, and yeah, so let's see. This is what happened on DAX later. Still not at TP, I'm still holding it. I shared the execution on my Instagram, so if you want to check to see if it's real, then check it in my stories. And yeah, so again, accumulating, manipulating, distributing. It's not that clean in this case, but I will show you more examples. Another one would be on gold, which I also sent in the Telegram. So basically, accumulation right before market open on New York Open, e.g. aligning with the OTE, manipulation here, and distribution up to this high. And after sweeping this high, we just went down. And yeah. Okay, so now I will show you like more examples of everyday use of it, and I found a nice indicator to show you exactly what I mean. So let's open it right here. Every box is 1 hour candle, and this part is the wick, this part is the wick. So we have Asia zone, Asia low. This hour is the Frankfurt. We sweep, create the low, and after creating the low, we anticipate price going higher, because Frankfurt is a form of liquidity. And exactly at 9 AM, which is London open for me, we start distributing to the Asia high. And then even if you didn't catch this low, you still can enter in the next manipulation in the next week. So in this case, this is this part. We open, come to the OTE, create the wick. If we entered here, perfect entry again. Okay. The next 2 candles are not really clean. And as you can see, we could say this is an accumulation 1 hour candle. Then we sweep this high, create the wick again. So this is accumulation, manipulation, manipulation here, and distribution. Let's see some more examples. GBP USD. Same thing here. We have the manipulation. This is the Frankfurt, so this is basically liquidity. And if we zoom in, Frankfurt has been swept. We create the wick, which is sweeping the Frankfurt low, and we go for the Asia high. Again, good example. We have the accumulation. This is a 1 hour candle. Then we sweep this high, create the wick. This is the manipulation. And then if you, for example, drew the FIP and enter from the OT, again, perfect example of a trade using only the AMD. So if you know how the candles are being formed, you can use it in your advantage. Let's go back. And also, what I wanted to say and show you is that usually at important pivot highs, pivot lows, so important highs, lows, on higher time frames, we usually have a sweep. And we usually have this pattern formed. So let's go to the Nasdaq. I will show you exactly what I mean. Right off the bat. Manipulation, distribution. Accumulation, we could say this whole move is an accumulation. Then, perfect example again. Accumulation, manipulation, distribution. Again, sweep at the low, at the OT. Sweep at the low again, right here. Sweep. This would be a perfect example of an accumulation. This is like actually perfect. Small candles, just sideways movement, then explosive sweep, and then distribution. Another example, same shit again. Accumulation, explosive sweep, we tap into this hidden base and distribute up to another hidden base. Then we sweep again. We sweep this high into a hidden base and into an SNR. We create an engulfing pattern, same as I showed you on the stuff that I drew. So basically, accumulation, sweep, engulfing, distribution, same stuff again here. Same stuff again here. Accumulation, manipulation, distribution. Here again, important pivot high, sweep, distribution into an imbalance. Same here, accumulation, manipulation, some sort of POI distribution. Same stuff here, explosive sweep. After some accumulations, we sweep all these lows, we tap into this EG. Same stuff here. As you can see, this happens on the chart all the time. nearly all the important pivot highs and pivot lows have this pattern, and if you understand it, you can use it every day because it happens all the time. Here we have a sweep at low, sweep here, sweep here into an OTE, into a hidden base, which is here. Yeah, as you can see, this should be pretty easy to spot for you after this video. And to understand, it's nothing like magical, it's just how the market always worked. Basic open, high, low, close. So basically how every candle is formed. Nothing magical, nothing hard. You just have to understand it. And I wish someone explained it AMD before in this way. It would be much easier for me to understand. And yeah, if you have any questions, make sure to ask. You can DM me on Instagram, you can DM me on Telegram. I'm gonna try to help everybody. And yeah, hope this helped, and see ya.